Hey guys, Tara here from Recovering Book Hoarder, and today is my Sunday chat, catch up, talk about my life, talk about what I'm reading, show you guys what I have created or am working on over this past week, and yeah, all the fun things. Let's get out of the way first. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All right, that's done. Oh, also, everywhere you can find me is down in the description box, as always. Okay, so guys, last time I talked to you was Saturday, and I did work on undecorating. I got the tree totally undecorated, and then I just kind of stopped. So the tree stayed up with the lights coming on at night, just no ornaments for the rest of the week. And last night Brian took down the rest of the tree, so it's gone now. I have a lot more space in my living room, but I always miss the tree. So did that. We had family game night on Saturday, and it was Cassidy's pick, and she chose Yahtzee Free For All because I had won the previous week and she wanted to kick my butt. I didn't do very well this time. Ultimately though, Brian won, Cassidy came in second. I lost. Also made taco casserole that was absolutely delicious. I don't cook much, but when I do, it's generally pretty good. So, did that Saturday. Tonight is family game night again, because we try and do this every Saturday. So, we are ordering in from a restaurant that's right up the street, that has really good steak salads. And, if you're not from Pittsburgh, you wouldn't know what our steak salads are like. So here in Pittsburgh, we take anything that's healthy and we make it unhealthy in some way. So in Pittsburgh, steak salads have all the normal stuff in a salad, but you also have steak and a buttload of French fries on top of it, and then nice cheese of your choice on top of that. And then you just drench it. I prefer French dressing, Marzetti French to be specific. But with the diabetes, I do ranch instead because my carbs are going to come from those French fries. So there's not really many carbs in ranch dressing. So anyway, doing that, then I get to pick tonight. And I haven't decided on the game yet. I think I know which one I want to pick, but I can't remember what it's called. It's a dice game that we've only played a couple times. So I'll just tell you guys about that next week. So that was Saturday. Sunday was a mess. I did not realize that it was going to snow again. And we had already had, I told you guys, we had already had 16 inches here, according to the Weather Channel. According to the Weather Channel, we were supposed to get less than an inch, and it was going to continue like through 7 o'clock. And I was supposed to go to my mom's because she was going to sew my cross-stitch fabric for me all around so it doesn't fray, and then make me a couple grime guards. I was supposed to go over the week before, didn't get to because of the weather. So she texted me and she's like, "Are you going to come over?" I said, I don't think so. I'm like looking out my window, the snow's coming down. It's supposed to, even though we're not supposed to get that much, we're supposed to go till 7. And there was a warning about icy roads. So she was like, well, I really missed the girls. I really missed her. She's like, "Do you think Brian would bring you over and drop you off?" So I asked Brian, and he said, yeah, he would take me over and he'd just stay there. So he got home from church, and apparently the roads weren't that bad at that point. We left to go to my mom's, and once we got off the exit to go to their house, it was a disaster. We almost got into 2 accidents. We have a lot of people up here from Texas right now because of a shell plant that they're putting in. And I mean, no offense, but people from Texas do not know how to drive in the snow. And because of how they're driving, they're like very close to causing accidents. So it was icy. It was bad. My daughter's anxiety was through the roof. Mine was through the roof. We did make it after my husband even had to help. There was like this whole group of people that were trying to help these 2 girls in a car get off on the side of the road. And it was a disaster. Cassie didn't speak to me. She was so mad at me because I made us go out and that. I told her, I said, I would have never done that if I had known how bad it was. But when Brian got home from work, it was still fine. I'm sorry, from church, it was still fine. So lo and behold, that less than 1 inch turned into over 4 inches. But we stayed at my mom's house until it stopped, which was after 7 o'clock. So Cassidy forgave me after about an hour and a half of not talking to me. And yeah, so ended up being a nice day over there, but the beginning part was so bad. So my mom did sew all my fabric for me. She's like, she got through about 3 or 4. She's like, is this it? I'm like, nope. She'd do another 4 or 5. She's like, is this it? I'm like, no. She said, you're not allowed to buy any more fabric until you go through all this, because there was quite a bit of it. I'm like, but sometimes I have to, because I don't have the right fabric for the particular thing I'm doing. So she did make me grime guards. So made 2 different sizes for my Q-snaps. So she made me this one. Not pretty. And she made me this one. I think she was going to originally teach me how to sew, but I can be honest, it was like really, it's daunting. I'm afraid of sewing machines. So this one for my Q-snap extensions. So I have those now, and I'm pretty happy about that because I didn't have any grime guards. So that was our Sunday. And then on Monday, I started watching Emily in Paris season 2. I got through the first 2 episodes, really enjoying it so far. Like, look, I know that the show is super cheesy and super unrealistic, but I find it extremely entertaining. And like, I just want to sit and binge it. So started watching that, which is on my list of things to watch. Also went to the doctor for my month follow-up to figure out what's going on with my medication, if everything's going well. So we ended up adding in Zoloft in the evening for my anxiety, because it is still literally crippling at times, usually daily, and is interfering with my life. So added that in to see if that would work. And then on Tuesday was my work from home day, because Cassidy, that's her because of her school schedule. And so worked from home during the day, and then later in the evening watched some Judy Justice with Cass, because there's new episodes on. There was like no new episodes for 2 or 3 weeks, and we were totally going through withdrawal. We really love Judy Justice. So it's the new Judge Judy, but it's on IMDb, and it's free to watch with ads. So we really enjoyed that. So I sat there and worked on my cardigan, which I'll show you guys in a little bit while we did that. And then on Wednesday, I had to take Cass to the doctor, and I was just really tired. I end up staying up late, too late, and then it just catches up with me. And then all of a sudden I just have to go to bed early. So on Wednesday, I ended up in bed at like 8:30 or 9 and didn't stay up on my phone or anything, just went straight to bed and slept through to the next morning, and could have continued sleeping past my alarm clock, but it was just really, I was so tired. Felt better than on Thursday. Cassidy has desperately wanted to do figure skating classes. So signed her up, and Thursday was her first lesson. I admire my daughter so much. I just have to tell you, from the time I was little, I have had social anxiety. And I don't know if it's because she's an only child or what. And I know that part of it is the autism. It like gives her this special ability to not be worried about what other people are going to think. And she's willing to do things like on her own, to go out and do things on her own. And I really admire that, because I couldn't do it. So figure skating, totally new to her. She knew nobody. She couldn't wait to do it. So she was out on the ice for about 5 minutes, and I see her going off to the side, and she's like calling me over. She sliced her hand. Like, they were learning how to get up and down on the ice, and she didn't have her gloves on, which she was supposed to have on. I didn't know she had left them in the car. And when she went to stand up, I guess her hand was on, and another girl's skate sliced her. So she was bleeding like everywhere. Oh God. And I can't stand blood. It was so bad. So she had it looks like 2 lines here, then plus on here. So I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? We went in, washed it. She was like, it's fine. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. a woman gave us Band-Aids and then and gloves, and she was just like, come on, get the Band-Aid on, I need to get back out there. And I just can't believe, I would have been like, done. No, like, done, not doing this anymore, forget, I'll just pay you back for the classes. And she kept going, and she kept going. And she's the oldest one in the class, and she was helping some of the little kids, and she just did such a great job. And I'm so proud of her and her courage and resilience, and she's amazing. She really is. And then yesterday, more snow. More snow. Schools were closed. And it was just another disaster outside. Brian was off, so he ended up driving me. We had to go, we told you guys we did this move at work. We closed down one of our locations, and so we had a storage unit, and there was one thing left in the storage unit that the movers could not get, like literally could not get in the truck, and it was just a broken desk. So we needed to go and break that desk down so we could get it in a vehicle and then close out that storage unit. So we went over. We were able to just break a bunch of it up by dropping pieces of it, but then the bigger parts he had to use a handsaw, electric handsaw that he has, to get them broken down enough to get in the car. And then he drove me to the office and sat with me for a little bit while I did some work until the end of the day. And that's it. Yeah. Today's Saturday. I got to sleep in, and it was wonderful. I love not having to wake up to an alarm. It's fabulous. Taped my February TBR, which will be up on Monday. So watch out for that. And yeah. All right. So let's talk about what I have read for the week. I really didn't do much reading this week. Because, okay, so I'm still reading When They Call You a Terrorist, a Black Lives Matter memoir by Patrice Kahn Colors and Asha Bendel. And I have a lot of thoughts about this book. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm listening to it, so I think I only have about half hour, 45 minutes left. And she beautifully explains in here what Black Lives Matter mean and why all lives matter. Yes, all lives matter. She says, absolutely, all lives matter. Then she explains to you everything in here that has happened to her and why the term Black Lives Matter means, guess what? Black lives matter just as much as white lives and every other life that's out there. They matter too. I really liked her explanation. Now, the Black Lives Movement, I do think is an important movement. There are things that they support that I don't necessarily support. Here's the thing. She has a lot of great ideas in here about what needs to happen. And I agree with many of those ideas. Like, we need more money for mental health treatment, and we need more money for education and job coaching and all these things in these predominantly Black areas that are underserviced and just really set people up to fail. Her way of doing that, though, is that she wants to defund the police and then put that money into those other things. Now, listen, I work in mental health, and so I see a vast array of people, and many people are wonderful people that just have issues, but I have also seen truly evil people that everyone in the world needs to be protected from, that no amount of therapy is going to help them. They're bad, okay? So I don't think that, I don't want to live in a world that doesn't have police. And I understand where she's coming from, because her experience with the police has been terrible. And I may feel the same way if I had had those same experiences. But there are really amazing police officers. Do I think that they would benefit from additional trainings and cultural diversity and, targeting additional specific races and ethnicities to become members of the police force? Absolutely. I think all those things should happen. But defunding, I don't agree with that. But I have to say, Black Lives Matter, they are doing some amazing work. I don't agree with everything that they stand for, but I do respect them greatly. I do agree that Black Lives Matter 100,000,000%. So, almost done with this. Again, though, so this is a good book. My problem is it's just so heavy. It is a heavy book. The experiences that she has gone through are just so bad. And so I don't want to pick it up because it's not enjoyable, but it is an important read. So that's where I'm at. That's why I should have finished it this week. This past week. Hopefully I'll finish it before the end of the month, which is like Monday. All right, then I also started An Elegant Facade by Christy Ann Hunter. This is the second in the Hawthorne House trilogy. No, it's 4. There's 4 of them. And so this is a Christian Regency romance that I just adore this series so much. It's not cheesy at all. It's so funny. And I like it. I don't like this one as much as the first one. The first one was like perfection in every way and was so funny. I haven't like laughed out loud with this one. I haven't cried with this one, but I am still enjoying it. So this one is about Lady Miranda. It's about her sister Georgina. And then I'm assuming the next 2 are about her 2 brothers. In any case, I am enjoying this a lot. I am over halfway done and I'm hoping to finish this one up probably tomorrow. All right, so that's what my reading is. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about anything I am thinking about doing moving forward because you'll see that in my TBR. So I actually did pretty well with my pile of possibilities this time. I did not read them all, but I did read a good chunk of them. And I like when I'm doing that. It's a lot less pressure on myself. All right, let's talk about what I created this week. All right, so I got everything for the Soulmates stitch along that I am doing, and that is by Creatively Crafting. So I had ordered the fabric and the thread and everything, and so the frame has been released. Monday, the first couple is being released. But this is what the frame is going to look like. And so I have been really focusing on this because I want to get it done so that I can, kind of stay along with the stitch along. Now, guys, I'm an idiot. And I totally did this the wrong way on my fabric. And so I was so worried. I'm like, crap, am I not going to have enough space? So I should have done it this way. Instead, I did it this way. So this is all the way over to where it's supposed to be at this point. So I do have enough space, but I wish I had had more. And this is what I have finished so far. It's really wrinkled, obviously, but I like it a lot. Oops, there's thread on there. So, okay, there it goes. So at the top it says, "A true love story never ends." So I have 2 full pages completed. I need to finish 4 more pages, but some of them I already have stuff done. And look, so of course this is the one cloth that my mom didn't get to sew for me because it wasn't here yet. And it's fraying bad. So I'm hoping that if I just keep it rolled up and grime guards on it and stuff, that it'll be okay, because I really don't have a whole lot of fabric to spare. All right, so that is, I've been pretty monogamous with that cross stitch. I also purchased 2 more stitch-alongs, mystery stitch-alongs. I'm going to participate in the Chronicles of Narnia stitch-along, and that one is by Stitchy Book. I'll put the name over here. And then I found another one, because on Etsy, once you look for something, then it gives you like additional things that fall into that same category. So I keep getting all these mystery stitch-alongs shown to me. So I am also going to be participating in the Fab 50 Disney mystery stitch-along. And I'll put a picture of that over here. I can't remember who it's by too. I'll have the name on here also. So that one starts in June. So I have until June to do this frame. It's a pretty big frame. I need a pretty big piece of fabric. So I didn't order. I have signed up on 123 Stitch to be notified when a particular Picture This Plus fabric is back in stock that I want to get for that frame. All right, I also this week did 3 more of the blocks for my Annie's block of the month club. So this is the Afghan that I'm working on. And this was blocks 10, 11, and 12. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already saw these. So let's see. This was block 10 here. And then block 11. And block 12. Did those all up in one day. So these are pretty quick once I set my mind to it. All right, so did those this week. And then I also have been working on my cardigan. So this is by Two Brothers Blankets, and it is the Charlotte cardigan, and the design is by Michelle Ferguson. So this is what it's gonna look like. And here is, geez, I have thread everywhere, guys, seriously. All right, so this is worked from the top down. And so this is what I have done so far. So this is the top. Here's where the arms will go. There's the back of it. And so I actually got quite a bit of this done this week. I worked on it for about 2 days. Once I started, I didn't want to put it down. And so for this, I am using the Loops and Threads Barcelona Big yarn. 470 yards, 8.8 ounces. And I think this is the equivalent of 3 balls. It's a bulky number 5. And this colorway is Mist. And it's gorgeous. I love it. I think I'm going to need to buy one more though. I have another one in my closet, but I think I'm going to need one more because I want this to be longer than it actually shows. I like a long cardigan. So worked on that. All right. So that's all I worked on, but I wanted to show you guys, I did get the fabric. Again, 1, 2, 3 stitch. And this one wonderfully already comes done around the edges. So I got this gorgeous, picture this plus Aida. It's an 18 count. So this is a half yard, and it is, guys, I didn't even know they made Aida this soft. I mean, it is so soft. Isn't that gorgeous? So on this, I am going to do this chart. This is by Stitching Spell, and it is key number 1. And I think it's like called Knights and Castles or something on the website, but it's this right here, which I think is gorgeous. So it's going to be huge. It's like a tapestry. I'm not doing it mono. I'm doing it in all these pretty blues and purples. So against this beautiful blue, that's going to be so gorgeous. It's going to be so gigantic. Like, seriously. It is on 18 count, 48.12 by 46.99. Although I'm just noticed, yeah, I did do the translation. So how many is that in? I can't do it right now. It's a lot in inches. 337 stitches by 329 stitches. The full stitch count is 37,351. So it's pretty big. It is many pages. Let's see, how many pages is this? This is so funny. This is 31 page pattern. It's gonna take a while, but I'm so happy to have this. I would like to get this started here as soon as I get the frame for this other one done. I really like to start this. And so the other one, like I said, the other fabric that I want to order for the Disney Stitch Along is also Picture This Plus, and like I said, that it's a large size, also an 18 count. All right, so that is all my creative stitching. So like I said, hoping this week to finish that frame so I can get started with the first couple that will be released on Monday. And I think that's it. All right, That's it. I'll catch up with you guys next week. Have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, especially if you are in New England and getting the heck pounded out of you with snow right now. Looks pretty terrible. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.